The Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit has finally ended, and we're actually going to be getting the and seeing exactly what is going to be going on and discussing all the dates later on in the video. Now, of course, this is going to be very important, so make sure you are watching until the end, and we are going to get started with XRP at a price point of 0.84, almost 0.85 USD, with its 7-day average being, of course, 95 cents. Now, if we go ahead and look at the 12 hours, you're going to see that XRP is up 0.60%. On the 7-day, it is down. On the 30-day, it is actually down 13%. But on the full 1 year round, so from 2021 to 2022, XRP has actually went up a total of 281%. So if you did buy in 2020 and held on till now, you would still be at a profit of 281%, which is quite high. If we have a quick look at the leader of the market, Bitcoin, we will see that it is down quite a few $1,000s. And if we were to look at its high, and this is of course 68,000, almost 69,000 USD on November 4th, we can see that yes, it was a crazy crash that happened, dropping it to almost 50%. So of course, there was a bunch of liquidity, a bunch of market cap that did leave the crypto market and actually completely left. They didn't shift into altcoins, they just disappeared. But we are not trying to talk about technical analysis of what's going to be going on. We're talking about XRP, the SEC, and Ripple's lawsuit getting finished. And well, this is where we're going to jump right into. The first thing that it's really important to understand is that Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, actually said on November 23rd that the Ripple case with the SEC is likely to reach a conclusion in 2022. And yes, we are finally in 2022, and his words are very believable. Of course, he continues on by saying the judge realizes this is not about Ripple, this is and will have broader implications, stated Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. And then she continues on by talking about the long-standing feud between the SEC and Ripple and why it is a big issue, and how if the result goes from a positive for Ripple, where it is declared cryptocurrency and XRP is deemed not a security, well, it is a very huge and magnificent win for not only Ripple and XLM, which are replicas or very close to each other and very similar, but in fact the entire crypto market, because they can all now use the Ripple case to justify if the SEC is ever to sue them. Now, of course, the same goes for the opposite. If Ripple were to use, then it is automatically disqualifying over 99.5% of cryptocurrencies, deeming them all cryptocurrency securities, and of course, making a complete ban on them. And of course, we do need to understand a little bit of backstory for what caused the XRP vs. Ripple lawsuit. Basically, the previous chairman Jay Clayton, actually decided to sue Ripple one day or the same day he was retiring. So he did end up getting the lawsuit and disappearing and retiring. Of course, there was a lot of incidents of conflict of interest with Ethereum that proved to everybody that this could have been a setup. And of course, we also noticed that Chair Jay Clayton was getting a juicy pension from a firm that was mostly invested in Ethereum. And of course, even after his retirement from the SEC, he went back to the firm and started to work once again with a highly invested firm in Ethereum. So it's a firm that basically specifies in Ethereum and only Ethereum, with some other minor cryptocurrencies and minor stocks. But the main portfolio is what? Ethereum. In addition, Ripple claims that it had actually asked for what is regulations and for clear regulations, and asked the SEC whether XRP was security or cryptocurrency, and didn't get an answer. And when they did, it wasn't really clear whether it was a yes or a no. And after they discussed with multiple lawyers, they were given the answer that Ripple is not a security from their lawyers and that you should be fine. And this brings us to the completion of the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit, the expert discovery, which is right before the final phase is ending on January 14th, bringing us to the final phase of the SEC lawsuit with Ripple before we get our final answer. So we are there, we are in the finales right now, and all that's left is to see the final court date where we go ahead and get the results of whether Ripple is a security or a cryptocurrency, and how that's going to shape the entire market is going to be very, very impactful in a positive or negative way based on how this lawsuit actually goes. And I think everybody understands by now, if XRP were to come out as a cryptocurrency, the price point for it will hit the minimum, I'm talking the bare minimum for USD, times 4ing itself. We're going up almost 450% up from its current price. And now, of course, if it does crash, then it is going to be the opposite, and we could see the number of XRP go to that 0.2 cents mark, going down a few 100% as well. Now, of course, the $4 to $10 range is a very small range, and of course, if it does hit $10, then people are going to have multiplied their money more than just by 10, but over 1,350%, which is once again unimaginable numbers. Just imagine you invest a small investment of only $100, multiply that by the 1,350% range, and guess what? What are we going to get? $1,350. So you're going to have times your money by 13. Of course, this is crazy because if we go ahead and take that same number and now add an investment of $10,000, and of course 1,350% right here, we are going to go get a whopping total of $135,000 from only a $10,000 investment. If we want to get even more serious, imagine this is on the very low end. Imagine somebody invests $100,000. Well, now we're going to do that by the 13.5, and you're going to get yourself $1,350,000. And so what you have to understand is this is on the very low end. XRP has already hit and had previously hit 3 USD, guys. So to see it go ahead and hit 5 or 10, that is insanely low. I can only imagine after you go ahead and get the results of the lawsuit and it get relisted on all the major exchanges, we're going to top that up into the $15 to $20 range. Therefore, multiplying your profits by over 2,400%, which is a huge number. Of course, we are not expected to go ahead and jump right to that $20 range instantly. There will be a bit of a progression as we go ahead and get the lawsuit complete, then get listed on the exchanges, and then of course as newer and newer things and more updates and more hype comes for XRP and the rest of the crypto market, we're going to see most of the money flow into XRP because it's going to be the only, and I mean only, official cryptocurrency in the USA. Of course, Ethereum is yet to be declared, Bitcoin is yet to be declared, but XRP will be the only one, which means people will completely trust it and no other one. That being said, guys, get ready for some crazy expert discovery deadline so that we can really jump into the real 1-2 court dates that will determine what is going to be the future of XRP. It's going to be serious. And of course, make sure you are following me on Twitter for all the latest news. I'll quickly jump right into that. Crypto Geek news right here, and if we go on our profile, we are posting almost daily on there all the latest news, whether it's with XRP, Bitcoin, many other altcoins, Ethereum, or whatever. And of course, make sure you do follow us on there. If you guys want to get the latest news, like most of the time, I'm posting there even before I'm making a video. So of course follow me on Crypto Geek News. We have 8,000 of you guys subscribing to my channel, so thank you guys so much. Let's hit 8,000 followers on Twitter. I'm really trying to grind on the channel. Of course, Happy New Year's. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.